Hi there, this is Chris, chap in the cap from Motolegends, here today to talk to you about a leather jacket from our French friends at Helstons. The jacket is called the Track jacket. This is the Track jacket from French brand Helstons. Now, the Track is much like all of the Helstons jackets. They all have a similar form. They're all built on the same block. The differences between the jackets are normally styling differences, leather differences, different interiors and so on. But in terms of the overall look, it is a classic Helstons jacket. Helstons is a French brand. It's been making jackets forever. They used to be a competitor to Louis Leathers back in the day. They've gone in a slightly different direction. These jackets are very modern in terms of their technicality, waterproof membranes, full sea armour and so on. So it's a proper bike jacket. Let's talk through some of the details. The leather is a 0.9 to 1.1 millimetre washed cowhide. Now, when we say wash, there's no water involved. What they do, they make the jackets, they put them in a big to tumble dry, it beats them up, it gives them a slightly used and worn look. And I can see this here, you probably can't on screen, but I can see here already that on the shoulders here, there are different tones of the brown. It's lighter in some areas, darker in others. What they've done with this jacket, they've then abraded some of the seams. So here on the pockets, down the zip runner, and here on the seams, they're abraded just to lighten the colour again to give it more of this used and worn look. In terms of the details, let's just run through the jacket from top to bottom. We've got a single button popper there, so that's not adjustable, but you can close it obviously if you want to stop any drafts. Here on the shoulders, you've got a padded panel that runs all the way across the shoulders. That's largely decorative. Is it going to add anything in terms of protection if you come off the bike? Marginally, but really that's not what it's there for. Pockets, you've got 4 zip pockets here, 2 here and 2 here. There are 2 on the inside, and I'll come back and we'll look on the inside of the jacket in a minute. Back of the elbows, we have some stretch accordion panels. This is quite a heavyweight leather. Now, I've said it's 0.9 to 1.1, but I'm always surprised when I look at the weights of Helstons jackets because I think they feel heavier than other jackets that I've seen of this same weight. You wear a Helstons jacket, there's a sense of heft. It feels very reassuring, but they are strong jackets. They are not the lightest jackets you're ever going to find on the market. And even though you could wear this in the summer, if I was going to be riding somewhere really hot, I'm not sure a Helstons, or not this Helstons, would be my first choice. In terms of adjusters, you've got a two popper adjuster here on the waist. You've got a 2-popper adjuster here on the sleeve with a long zip. All zips on Helstons are YKK. You will know, I'm sure, our feelings about YKK. When a manufacturer uses YKK, they're serious about making a quality product. They're not interested in just getting as far as the guarantee period. In terms of, let's have a look now inside. It's got an attractive red liner. Now, Helstons tell us that this is an abrasion resistant liner, so it's not just cotton, it's a cotton with a mix of some other fibres. You've also got 2 internal zip pockets there. In terms of protection, all Helstons jackets come fully equipped with sea armour. So as standard, you get shoulders, elbows and back. Now, with a lot of jackets these days, we're talking about whether there's a case for upgrading the armour to go for something softer, say from D3O. But the armour that Helstons use, it's not a D3O, it's a European equivalent, but it does the same job. It's super soft. As it heats up with the heat of your body, it's going to get softer still, but obviously it still meets all the required safety tests. So there is no case here for upgrading the armour, and it's a useful point that it comes as standard. There's an issue on sizing with Helstons jackets. We've been selling Helstons for a number of years. We were the sole UK importer for many years. We know the jackets well. The problem comes with the fact that if you size it with the liner in, and I'm going to show you the liner in a minute, I've got it around the back, I'm going to put it on and show you what it looks like. But if you size it with the liner, as the jacket gives, as you're wearing it, you find that if you then decide for whatever reason, because the weather's nice presumably, to take the liner out, in a year's time you can end up with a jacket that is too big. So what we always recommend is that when you try this jacket on and size it, you size it without the liner in. Now what we know is that you want to have it fairly snug, you want to be able to breathe, but you want it to look good, you want it to fit nicely. Within 6 months, it's going to then give such that you can then put the liner in and it will still feel okay. That way you can ensure that you don't get a jacket that is going to eventually, after a year or so, just become baggy and loose and not particularly attractive. There's another feature of Helstons jackets that we don't see a lot in leather jackets, and it's the fact that it comes equipped with a waterproof membrane. Now, in our view, from a technical standpoint, a waterproof membrane in a leather jacket is a complete waste of time, because what happens is, for it to do its job of keeping you dry, the water has to have soaked the leather first. By the time the membrane gets to do its job, this leather is going to be soaking wet, the jacket's going to be twice its weight, it's not going to be particularly effective. Yes, in extremis, after an hour or so's rain, perhaps the water will not reach the body, but by then this is not going to be a nice jacket to wear. But actually the reason that Helstons put a membrane into a jacket is not, ironically, for waterproofing. They put a membrane in the jacket because it's a windproof membrane as well. A waterproof membrane is always a windproof membrane. Now, difference in France to the UK, they can often ride in a leather jacket all the way through the winter because the weather is better than it is here. It's warmer than it is here. So what they found is that if you want to wear a leather jacket deeper into the autumn and into the winter, the windproof barrier makes it much more wearable. So that's one of the features of this jacket. It's why I don't think it's the most comfortable jacket to wear in high summer, because when it's hot, you're going to be basically wearing a jacket with a waterproof membrane. So I think this jacket is more about, and most Helstons jackets, they don't all have a membrane, but most Helstons jackets are not so good in high summer, but in the winter they're going to be warmer than you expect, especially once you put the thermal liner in. This, by the way, just so you can see what it looks like, some of Helstons jackets have a gilet with no sleeves. Some have a jacket that you can wear as a standalone piece. In this particular jacket, this is an aluminium-lined liner. Aluminium, the reason you wear a liner is to insulate heat within the body. The aluminium within this liner reflects heat back into the body, so it's going to be pretty effective. But it's not massively thick, but as you can see, that probably does make half a size difference in terms of the jacket. So that's it. That's the Track jacket from Helstons. It's priced at £439. It comes in this brown, but it also comes in a lighter camel colour. So that's about it. That's the Track jacket. So if you'd like to see more Helstons jackets, visit the website motolegends.com. If you want to learn more about this particular jacket, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on our website. There you can check out the spec in a bit more detail, you can check out on availability, and of course if you really like the jacket you can buy one there and then. Now when you buy from us, we try to make the process as simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on anything you buy from us, returns are free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price guarantee in the business. John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one stage better. If you find anyone selling anything we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that competitor's price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, we will match their landed price. Now there are a few terms and conditions, nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. In the future, if you'd like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be in business. In future you'll receive bulletins from us. If however you would prefer to get your information in this form, that is to say videographically, we would be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. Now this is 2020, and during this year we are running a promotion. We're going to draw the prize just before Christmas this year, but we are giving away what we are calling a Steve McQueen tribute bike. It's based on a Mutz 125cc machine. It's a little beauty, it's a cute little machine. You can read all about it on the front page of our website or on the home page of our YouTube channel. But of course, you have to become a subscriber to be in with a chance. Finally, I'd like to finish with a little play for our shop here at Motolegends. It's We are based about a mile from the centre of town, a mile from the railway station. The shop itself is small, the footprint is not huge, but it's attached to our warehouse where we have more than £2 million worth of merchandise ranged over 3 floors. Technically that makes us the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the UK. But we think that we are far more than just the quantity of merchandise we have in the building. We are all about service, we are all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest, best 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll sit down, we'll have a chat, we'll serve you only the finest Italian illy coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And who knows, if you're lucky, you might even get to taste one of Sean's mum's delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.